I just want to say something. My name is Mike Hasty, and I was a medic in Vietnam. And I personally think that Bradley Manning is probably one of the most heroic figures that's ever been born in this country. He's the Daniel Ellsberg of today. No difference. Absolutely no difference, you know. And he's trying to expose the lies, and of course that footage where it shows the American helicopter, shooting those civilians. I'm a very visual person. I do a lot of photojournalism, and I think that if anything, we need to get that short version of that event and put it on a DVD and send out thousands of those things. Because when I was in Vietnam, I was experiencing the rapid disintegration of American involvement in Vietnam. So I was seeing the homicides, the suicides, the rampant heroin addiction, shootouts, accidents, racial violence. I was seeing it all fall apart. I was in a unit that had 3 fire bases, and on those fire bases were 155 millimeter howitzers, and those rounds stood about up to my waistline. Okay, they were probably 10 inches in diameter, and those 155 millimeter howitzers fired into 3 fire zones. Okay, I can remember one day we got an American soldier that was brought in by helicopter, and he got too close to the recoil of one of those 155 millimeter howitzers, and it just took half his face off. So, Bradley Manning is exposing the lies, and I'm a firm believer that lying is the most powerful weapon of war. It is the most powerful weapon of war, and I cannot say enough about what this man has done. I think all of us today are Bradley Mannings. I really believe that we're all interconnected in what this man did.
That's right.
And I'm not sure to what next level we need to take this, But I would say that one of the things I think we could do is to try to put out as many of those DVDs where it shows the American helicopters killing those people. How many people have seen that? How many people have seen that footage? Okay, there's probably about half. And, that's what needs to get out, And so anyway, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm so glad that everybody's here. And I'm so glad for what Joe Dunn has done. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I got another speaker I want to introduce, Bethany Say. She was the original organizer of this event. I contacted her looking to work together to get this out. So I really thank her. She's the one who dropped the word initially and contacted the Bradley Manning Support Network and set up a Facebook page for this event. So really, this is her rally.
Well, I actually have a little bit of speech about him, so let me tell a little bit about myself. I'm Bethany. Okay. I was with my mom and dad, and they were all talking about Bradley Manning, and I didn't know who he was. So I started looking at it, stuff like that. I saw the war video, and I was thinking that wasn't right. If Bradley Manning is a hero, then why is the government keeping him like this? Why would the government be doing this to him if he wants to expose the truth about this? We have a right to know. I think Bradley Manning's a hero. Don't you guys?
Yeah!
He's a veteran, not only to serve this country, but to save it. We the people need to rise against the government and tell them enough is enough. We have a right to know about what goes on with the war and behind the scenes. If I saw something that wasn't right and was going to harm others, I would try to stop it. You would. I mean, wouldn't you? Can I get a applause? So why are they holding Bradley Manning like a dog in a cage, forced nude and no exercise? They're threatening to kill him for something that is going to save our lives. What if that was your son, your daughter, your wife, or your husband? you would fight till you die. I mean, I would. If that was my mom in jail, I would do everything I could. I would die for my mom because, you know, she's gonna be a hero like that. I mean, and so here we are, united as one to fight for a worthy cause. And if we don't fight now, this generation will fall and affect the future generations like me. So,
Kill it, girl.
so I want you guys to put everything you can into this because you know what? If we don't fight now, we'll have no freedom, no right.
Come on.
And the war will take over our lives. And we'll have to be getting up every morning for jobs, paying and stuff for the war. You guys think that's right? No? Well, exactly, so we need to fight it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. We got a 17-minute video from an Apache helicopter, and the government craps its pants. A 17-minute video from an 8-year war. I'm not very occupation. There you go. That's a better word. I'm not sure. I'm not too good at math. I'm not sure how many times you can put 17 minutes. There we are. I'm not sure how many times you can put 17 minutes in 8 years, but it's a lot. And there's a lot more than one Apache flying around the Middle East. And there's a lot more than one engagement every day. So, is that better? Yeah. All right. There's a lot more than one Apache flying around the Middle East. One Apache that you bought. You paid for it. You paid for the weapons. You paid for all of it. You probably don't want to, but that's democracy for you. Most people don't want this war, but somehow your elected officials manage to keep it ongoing and perpetual. 84%, the last I heard, 84% of the American public doesn't believe that the war in Afghanistan is worth fighting. The only people who seem to believe that are our elected officials, and our bankers, and our corporations. It's not worth it. War is a racket. Has been, probably always will be.
Speaking of War is a Racket, I have, I don't know how many of you might have gotten a copy of War is a Racket, the book, from me in the past. But I have more copies of it. If you're interested, stop on by after this is over with, and I'll give you a copy. It's written by Smedley Butler. Just to give you a little idea of who that man was. He was a United States Marine Corps general, 2 stars. He also had 2 Medals of Honor. He fought in combat operations all throughout the world. He came back after leaving the Marine Corps, and he spoke out against the war. And he was one of the most powerful speakers this country's ever seen, one of the most powerful military leaders this country's ever seen. And that book, it personally changed my life. What gave me the inspiration to do what I do now. It's what propelled me from out of the military mindset into being an activist and having to speak up and tell the truth about this country and about war. I don't know what gave Bradley Mann the inspiration, but man, I wish I could find it. Because I mean, that guy has done so much. So. You got anybody else who wants to speak?
Hi, I'm Justine. I'm really nervous. I just want to say, okay, I have to agree with everyone that's been talking, especially about this helicopter video, because very few people that I know, like obviously at least 50% of people here have seen it, which isn't even enough, but very few people that I know that actually even, people that truly care and are anti-war will not watch this video because they're like, oh, it's too sad, I just can't watch that. That is bullshit. Oh, sorry, we're not supposed to cuss. But it is. We are fully responsible for this. Our tax dollars are paying for those bullets. They are paying for those bullets. It is our responsibility to stop this war. And exposing a war crime should not be a crime. It is insane that Bradley Manning is being punished right now. So we need to get together and force people to watch this video. They need to see what's going on. It's disgusting how sanitized war has become in this country. It's disgusting. And we export wars to other places in the world so we can have our happy little lives here. And that's unfair and totally wrong. And we need to force people to watch this this, and I think we should rent a screen and broadcast it in Pioneer Square. That's what I think we should do. I looked it up. It costs about $600. I think we could pull it together. I will take out a credit card and do it myself. So if anyone wants to help me, let me know. Thanks.